All right. Well, the Biden administration hopes a new number for the suicide prevention hotline will help Americans access the resources and the support they need. Several states, however, are already reporting some issues with the rollout. Fox News' Jillian Turner tells us how local crisis centers are preparing for an increase in calls.
988 is life and death, and so we want this to go well. Failure is not an option.
Beginning tomorrow, the Health and Human Services Secretary says Americans can dial or text 988 to reach a national suicide prevention hotline 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
It's almost like a 911 for mental health.
According to government statistics, nearly 46,000 Americans died by suicide in 2020, and 12.2 million seriously thought about it. The Biden administration says 1 in 6 calls to the existing 10-digit national suicide hotline end without connection to a counselor due to a lack of state-level resources. They've spent over $400 million preparing for the launch of 988. State-run crisis centers say they hope it will help more Americans access help on the ground where they live, but worry about the increased volume 988 will spur.
If this is successful, we'll be challenged to answer all the calls.
988 is designed to take in calls from across the U.S., but connect callers with state and local crisis centers close by.
We know our services. We know the areas. We know how to get people connected with those services and supports.
Many states, though, are already struggling to keep up with demand. Illinois only answered 20% of its calls during the first quarter of 2022, meaning 80% of emergency callers were transferred out of state. Others, like Arizona, have a high call processing rate. They say 988 will help them process even more.
If somebody's calling 911, 90% of the time, they're going to have law enforcement or fire dispatched. And here, when calls come to us, we're stabilizing over 50% of those over the phone.
Starting tomorrow, if you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis, you can call the new suicide prevention hotline on your screen. It's just 3 digits. That's 988. The old, longer federal hotline number will also still remain active. In Washington, Jillian Turner, Fox News.